Welcome everyone to lecture number 28.12. Okay, in this lecture we are going to talk about article number 22. We have completed till article number 23. Okay, let me correct it. Yes. Okay, so what this article 23 tells? Article 23, it provides Article 23 provides right against exploitation in the multiple respects. So, like trafficking in human beings and beggar and other similar forms of forced labor are prohibited. The state can impose compulsory service for public purposes, and imposing such service, the state cannot make any discrimination on grounds only of religion, race, caste, or class, or any of them. And a special provision for the protection of children is made in article 24, which provides that no child below the age of 14 years can be employed to work in any factory or mine or engaged in any other hazardous employment. Okay, so this will include under the article 24. Article 24 was just relating to that only, so we'll conclude it here. Okay, so now what exactly is article 23? Article 23, it prohibit it deal it deta- it, le- it deals with the prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. What does it mean? What do we understand by things like the sale, the take and sale of the human beings happen multiple times? A forced labor, bandhua majdoor kind of things are still sometimes we can see in the village and all. So that kind of things are prohibited as per the article 3. This traffic means, what this traffic means? This traffic means buying and selling. This mainly this trafficking mainly deals with the, we have general seen with the girls. Small girls are being kidnapped, okay, and they are sent to uh, multiple different nations, exported. Okay, so that kind of thing is completely banned in India, and this can be this if it has been done that, then this thing the person can be arrested under Immoral Trafficking Prevention Act. Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956. Okay, and this traffic also include prostitution, but it is not illegal. Okay, it also include, this trafficking also include prostitution, but it is not illegal. What are the things we'll see? But brothels and pimps are illegal. So what are the difference between that? We'll see what exactly is that. So brothels and pimps, brothels and pimps are illegal. Okay, like the person who is involved, in this prostitution and all, the like the place where this thing is, the place where people pay to have a sex with uh, the prostitute, uh, that is illegal. Okay, and pimps means the person who controls the client and all. Like if you see in the many movies, like a very old lady, healthy lady kind of thing is sitting there. In many movies that kind of character is played every time. So she becomes the owner of that place. Okay, she becomes the owner of this brothel area, and she controls that we need more ladies, send more girls to I need a client and all. So these things are illegal in India. Okay, but prostitution is not illegal. But prostitution is legal. It is not illegal in India. What this is a very fine layer difference between that. Okay, so what does it mean? Let me clear it. That if you are if there is a girl who is ready for have a sex, so you can have a sex within your house. Okay, but you can't have a the place, that is a brothel, that is called. If you are going there and doing such kind of activity, it is completely illegal, and the person who are involved on those brothel activity, controlling and all, those are called as the pimps. Those are also illegal. But if you have called a girl and that girl is also ready, and in that case if you are indulged in a sex activity, so that is legal. Prostitution is legal, but brothels and pimps related stuff are not legal. Okay, now benefit of prostitution legal. There are questions that always come regarding that. What are the benefits when we are making the prostitution a legal stuff? Okay, benefits of prostitution legal. Completely. Yet this is not illegal in India, but completely this is also not allowed. Okay, it's not like the foreign regions, like girls are standing there for selling themselves kind of thing. These things are not allowed in India. This trafficking is not allowed. Okay, but yet there are questions, there are multiple organizations who are coming up that make this prostitution legal completely. Okay, so what are the things that we can see? That first benefit of this prostitution legality is that this is a point that are these things whatever I'm currently discussing, this is not a current scenario. Okay, only things that there is a fine layer. Yes, this prostitution legal, let me erase this term prostitution legal, let me make it not illegal. Yet this thing is not counted under illegality. Okay, there are many restrictions on this prostitution environment. Okay, but it is not illegal. Confirm. Now what are the benefits if we can make prostitution legal completely? What are the benefit? First, my right of selling my body for my benefit. Okay, this is my right, this is my body, and I can do whatever I want. Okay, so this is one of the main point that is given by the lady. Like let's suppose the person is telling that I want to sell my body and I want to earn that. My body is very beautiful. If I can make the money from that, why I can't do so? So the first point that it comes, that my right of selling my body, okay, for earning. Okay, understood. Now second, victimizing prevention. Okay, what this mean, we'll see. First point is victimizing prevention. Out of 1,000, 800 is taken to some police in fear they will file case of being connected with brothels and pimps. Okay, So that kinds of prevention should be there. Like let us suppose a girl is arrested who is not connected with any case, who is not related to brothels or pimps related. Like brothel is the place where they where girls are there, you can go for a sex, and pimps are that who are controlling that area. Okay, so whenever the girl is arrested, she is always in fear. She is always in fear, like this police have a nexus and they will connect my case with the brothels and pimps, and in that case she will be arrested. Yet this prostitution is legal, yet this thing is legal, but there are restrictions, and this girl is always in fear. Like let us suppose a girl want to be independent and she is ready to have a sex with anyone, and in that case if the girl is arrested, whatever be the case, let us suppose the girl is arrested, simply that girl is arrested. Now that girl is always in a fear that if that police is not good, if that police have a nexus with the brothels and pimps, they will connect me with such cases and I will be in arrest. And there is a scenario that around like among 1,800 such cases has happened. To remove such fear, we should make prostitution legal. This is one of the statement. Now third statement, the third benefit of that these people may be certificated as a healthy, that whoever the person is involved in the prostitution, the person should be certificated as healthy. So no sexually transmitted disease holder should be present, holder should be there. So if this prostitution has been made legal, so now they have to be a certified, like yes, we are a legal person for the prostitution, and they must have a healthy certificate that they don't carry any sexual transmitted disease. And yes, in that case we can that save society from any STD based disease or sexually transmitted disease kind of things. Okay, so as they are mainly today accused of HIV and AIDS, so currently these people are only accused of HIV AIDS kind of types of diseases. Okay, STD kinds of diseases. So these are the points that came in the favor to make the prostitution legal. Okay, the first point was that this is my right of the body, I can use it for my earning. This is my body, I can use it. Okay, in that case we can make prostitution legal. The question like victimizing prevention, there are many scenarios where girls are arrested and it has been forced that if you don't agree with us or whatever with the scenario, they are always in a fear that police may have a nexus and they can connect me with the brothels and pimps, and as the brothels and pimps are illegal in India, they will be that girl will also be arrested in that thing. And third, the benefit that I always talk about the prostitution, that there will once this thing will become legal, then certification will be required for that girl or boy. Why we are always talking about prostitution in the case of girl, that can be a boy also. So the girl or a boy can be a healthy, certified as a healthy, and no sexually transmitted disease can happen, and the person will not act as a sexually transmitted disease holder, because every time these kind of workers are always treated as a holder of accused of sexually transmitted disease. Okay, so traffic, now this was all about this thing. Now what this traffic means, like also beggar, forced labor. In the starting only I have told you, when the trafficking we are telling that human beings, forced labor, that was also called as a beggar. This is also not allowed. Slavery is not explicitly mentioned, but there is no doubt that the expression traffic in human beings would cover it. Okay, like slavery things is not, this word is not mentioned, but this force labor comes under that concept only. In Dubar Gola versus Union of India, Gola versus Union of India case, it comes that law is also there for prevention, that for the bonded labor there are laws, prevention, there exist such laws like bonded labor system abolition act. There is an act for that in 1976. This thus bonded system labor get abolished after this. Now rigorous imprisonment and forced labor is not a beggar as per the verdict that came, that if there is a rigorous imprisonment and forced labor is there, should not be counted as the beggar. Now the People Union of Democratic, after that another case happened, People Union of Democratic Rights versus Union of India 1982. In this case, Asiad workers case 1982 was connected with that. So workers were not forced to work, although you can't deny them from minimum wages. So minimum wages should be paid. Through this case, minimum wages became compulsory. If you denied, it will be regarded as exploitation under Article 23. If you are not giving a minimum wage to a labor, then you are denying him from Article 23, and this is fundamental right. You can't do that. Okay. So yes, Article 23 protects from that. There are multiple laws in the favor of government also. You can't even deny in the forced labor. Yes, even if you are paying a less salary than the minimum wages, this is also not allowed. There are exceptions. What are the exceptions? Like it permits the state to impose compulsory service for public purposes. Let us suppose there are like state can force employment to people. What are the cases in which that state can make force or compulsory kind of things it can make? If it related to the public purposes, if that scene is related to the public purposes, in that case a state can force. This is the exception. This is the exception. What are the cases for which it is bound to pay? So let us suppose if there is a requirement of military service or social service, military service or social service, for which it is not bound to pay, state is not bound to pay. If you are helping a person, social service you are doing, and let us suppose there is a crisis happening and the state has ordered that all the people have to come up and help in, like we have seen in the Ukraine example, where citizens were coming and they are taking guns against the Russia. So this can thing also been happen in India. This is an exception, that if state can want for the public purposes, they can do so, and nobody is going to pay for that. You have to do it. You have to do for the nation. Okay, and in that case also, however, no discrimination on the ground of only, there can't be any discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, or what example I have given, it was in the case of negative. That can be a case of positive also. Okay, that can be a positive case also for that. So this was all about in the Article 23. I hope you have understood everything. I don't think there is any doubt related to it. Okay, if there is any doubt, please connect with me on my social media handle accounts, or you can drop a comment over there. I will reply to that. And this is a new channel. I really need your support. Please subscribe it. Thank you.